What is going on, you guys? We're back with another video. It is Saturday morning, actually, so Friday, up here in Washington. So bought a new hat when I was home. I love hats, and pretty much wanted a new hat, so I bought me a Nike one. Hopefully y'all doing good, doing great, enjoying the weather, enjoying the summertime, because eventually it's going to become winter. And what's this guy doing? I hope this guy's not like... So that's how he's parked. I think he's trying to back up. Hopefully he is, because I'm leaving in 1 hour. But anyway, I want to talk about things I wish I would have done 7 years ago in my first year or two of truck driving. A lot of people have things that they might have changed different or whatnot. So, for me, it was mainly things that I wish I would have done, which would be trying something different. Now, this I mean by, instead of being like reefer. Don't get me wrong, running a reefer refrigerated division is definitely great because you get the miles. But it's not that, the experience isn't much. You're driving a truck, that's it. Now, the one thing I wish I would have done was car hauling. Car hauling or flatbedding. Something with a little more skills, a little more, nervousness in the beginning, experience, because, you can make a lot of money in flatbed and car hauling. You can make a lot of money in hauling reefer. But it all depends on the carrier you work for, the pay wise, the miles, and it also depends on home time. So a lot of that has to do with all that. And my first year of truck, all the new drivers coming in now are very lucky on the pay scale, because the reason why I say this, when I first started driving, I was making 35 cents a mile. About 35, 36 cents a mile. And that's not that much. It's like $38,000 a year. And, now I make a lot more than I do now, but it's because of the experience and everything else. So, if you want to go try something different in trucking, do it. What is the worst that is going to happen that when you go and try it? You fail, or you get nervous. I tried hauling cement mixers. I did that for a minute. And, what happened with that was my nerves got the best of me. You are going to get nervous. You are going to have some kind of anxiety attack sometime in your trucking career. It doesn't, whether if it's hauling flatbed, cement mixer, doubles, triples, it's gonna happen. And for me, I wish I would have stuck it out, because it was a pretty damn good job. It was like $22 an hour. I could have made up to like $28 an hour. It was hour raise every 6 months. Full benefits, per diem if you were to go out into like Elko, if you were to leave the Reno area. So, you had a lot of potential. And the only difficult thing was the math. If you're not good with math, it's going to be hard to calculate like how much water goes into the mix. And I think for me it was the poor training. If you don't get proper training, you're going to leave. It don't matter what company you work for. who you work for, where you go. If you don't get the proper training, whether it's flatbed, car hauling, you're going to leave. I did car hauling for a while. I did hot shot. I loved it, but I didn't love the pay. The pay sucked. Being a company driver, it sucked. So, there's definitely a lot of things that you need to go try and do. The one thing I didn't try that I wish I would have done, that yes, I could still do it now, but I'm more getting into my career to where, do I still want to be out here? Do I still want to truck drive? Do I still want to haul down the highway, just driving all day long? Not having a life, not doing stuff that you want to be home. Everything has a sacrifice. And the one other thing that I wish I would have done was I wish I would have bought a truck. If I didn't listen to my ex-wife when I first started driving and bought the truck anyway, it could have been a different story. I could have had 1-2 trucks. I could have failed. I could have succeeded. But, because I listened to the don't get a truck, it's not worth it, the whole spiel, I didn't do it. And, not all marriages work out over the road. So you got to take that into consideration if you're married and the wife is at home or the husband's at home taking care of the family while you're out trucking, that it's not always going to be pretty. We have the highest trucking, the highest divorce rate is trucking. Just like construction, a lot of other stuff too, like a lot of high demanding hours because you're never home, you can't spend time. When you are home, you are tired. So the other thing would be, local or regional. That is something that I should have stuck to it. Yes, you're going to have companies that are going to run you illegal, try to run you illegal. You can't do that much no more now. But back in the day, before electronic logging devices that go straight into your truck, and you had paper logs, you could run illegally. And companies try to do it all the time to be able to, I need this extra load done today, or I need that, or I need this, or you got to be there at this time, or you got to leave, and blah, blah, blah. Or you get stuck up at a port, which for all you container people, you know how that is. You get stuck up at a port, and then as soon as, you're trying to leave, you're out of hours because you're stuck there for 4 hours. So, that's the other thing I wish I would have done was the, running local, running regional. Most of my trucking career is OTR. And I've done some regional, it's okay. But, the one thing I don't do is try to stick it out and see how it will work out. So, who knows, maybe later down the road, the right company comes along, offers me a great pay to where I'm home every week. I'm still making $1,200 a week, running 5 days a week. And, whether if it's dry van, reefer, flatbed, who knows, I might take it. And that's the other thing I want to talk about is keep your license clean. Your first 2 years is going to be rough. It's going to be hard. You might get tickets. All that stuff is going to come into play. And you want to keep your license clean. I've known people that got put out of service. They've almost gone to jail. They've had so much shit on their commercial license that it was nearly impossible to get a job. And if you could get a job, it was a super small mom and pop company, 20 trucks, 50 trucks. They didn't care about your PSP report or your hire right or what's on your CSA record. They didn't care about that. They hired everybody and their mother if you had a heartbeat. And those are the companies you want to stay away from. You know, yes, a lot of mega carriers do it too, but you got to find the company that will want quantity over quality. Quality over quantity, because the quality drivers are the ones that are going to stay there longer. You know, you treat them right. Don't disrespect drivers, because that's the one thing you don't like. You know, so those are a few things that I wish I would have done different in my 7 years of trucking. Let me know what would you have done different, or what would you do different if you were a truck driver, or you're getting your CDL right now, and what would you do different, or what would your game plan be? Let me know in the description below. Give this video a thumbs up, and we will see you on the next video, because I gotta get ready. I gotta get my morning going, because we got 2,900 miles to go. It's gonna be a long 7 days. The reason why I say 7 days is because I'm running on recaps, and that's about it. So y'all be safe, and see you on the next one.